guys are okay and hope you're fine. So we meet every last Wednesday of the month on at 8 p.m. So yes, last Wednesday of the month, 8 p.m. That's where you get. For all of you who are new to us, welcome to Emerald Book Club, and hope you enjoy them. Thank you for joining the latest members, latest moderators, latest volunteers. Thank you all. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. It's good to have people who are helping out. But if you want to come and join us, feel free. Are you picking up my voice? Checking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need the audio engineer now, don't I? Yeah, so if you can hear me. Is that good? Oh, perfect. Awesome. So yeah, definitely it is great to be here, and we're gonna have some good fun today. As always, isn't it? As always. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be here for the hour. So after that, then we will be done. But it's good to be outside. I think we're used to the studios and indoors with all the equipment, but it's good to come out in the fresh air in the evening and have a book club outside. Because most book clubs now are meeting indoors somewhere in a room, in a pub, or behind somewhere in a library, in a building. But I said, hey, it's summer. Why not take our book club outside? So it's summertime. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna break the rules and say, you know what? My book club is meeting outside in the trees where there's pollen. I'm gonna sneeze. I might react, but oh well. I might sneeze and might react, but oh well. Isn't that great, right? Isn't that beautiful? So yeah. Welcome one, welcome all, and I hope you are okay. Before we begin, I'm going to play a few videos for you to enjoy, and we carry on. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, welcome one, welcome all, and I hope you are okay. Before we begin, I'm going to play a few videos for you to enjoy. Alright, then I'm playing. Alright, 1 second. I think my videos left the screen. I'm still here, don't worry.
Wait 1 second. I think my fingers left the screen. I'm still here, don't worry. 1 second.
Are you still there? There we go. Mic. So yeah, welcome. I hope you guys are okay. I am outside. Yes, as you can see, I am enjoying myself. But I made myself a bit neat. Just forgive me. I was a bit casual. It's been quite hot. I don't want to wear anything tight around the neck because I can get out of the house. It's better outside. So yeah, book club with summer twist, summer vibe. All book club indoors. I say let's go outdoors and enjoy the outdoors. So I'm right here, this awesome green hospital, green healer, as in everything here is good for you. So my body, it's amazing what we can see out here. So definitely this is the best place. I think we've been accustomed to be inside. It's like a cell. Always in the room. I mean, it blocks out all the fresh air. You can't stay in the house the whole day. So this summer, all our book club meetings should be gonna be outdoors. We tried before in June, but it was raining. But now it's sunny, it's hot. So all our book club meetings, if you can join us, are going to be outdoors for those who want to join or want to come live. So next time you're going to come on live, then you can talk to us. Today's book is going to be this: Mindfulness and Mental Health. Why, Josh? Because many people are suffering with mental health. And yes, we do read our fiction, our dramas, but we try and help people with their mental health. So if you can fix your mental health, then you can be able to read your books, enjoy your life. enjoy your money, your relationships, your health. And many are suffering from mental health, and that's why these books are there to help. It would be in the self-help genre or personal development or self-development. It can be also in the medical field as well. So this book can be in 4 genres. So self-help, personal development, medical, and even self-development. And also the health genre as well. So definitely it's a book you need to try and you need to read. But also into mindfulness. Mindfulness is free. You don't have to pay for it, but if you want to get a course, go for it. But it's being mindful. Is making your mind aware of your circumstances, of what is affecting you. So we're going to go through that at around in 10 minutes time, at 20 past. Before that, I'm going to show you our lovely website. I know you're dying to see it. Fine. I'm going to show you. Fine, you win. You win. I'm going to show you the website. Alright, don't beat me up on it. Okay, that is our this is our group. I'm put a bit higher now. We are active here on Facebook, so definitely come and check us out. Upcoming events, we've got a positive podcast which we have every day 11 a.m. GMT time. That will be 1 p.m. East European time. In America that would be 6 a.m. New York time, I think. But this is our group where we have all our events on Facebook. Here was a recent event. It was a big lunch here in the UK. Every year there's a big lunch which is organized by Eden Project Communities. So we had that. That was our event. So we had a few photos on there. But if you're here, look for the prompts. There are prompts you can fill out. Every day has a day. Thursday is picture day, Friday is Wednesday, Saturday is promotion day, Sunday you rest or you can go. Monday is poetry, Tuesday is vocabulary, Wednesday is book club day. So definitely come down. And if you want to know more, you can come in here to our Discord, and then you can do a short stories. For example, I made a mistake here, right? I made a mistake here. So if, for example, say I want to use hop, then I want to use as images. I want a story. I can get something for you. 1 second. So all these are prompts you can use in here. I don't want to promote it. Fine, I'll go somewhere else. Let me go into another. I'll go here. Book designs. So I was trying to do something simple. So if you are a designer, you can come in here and design some books. Oh, if you want digital art as well, that was me messing about in there. Digital art. The press type 2. What's going to do? Let me see. Interaction failed. All right, I'm going to use app. I'm going to use AI generate. So I'm gonna say end of month book club meeting out in nature. That's what it brings. So options, I'm gonna say let's say fantasy art. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's gonna bring up on here. So I need to go with premium. I need to upgrade on this one. Oh, fine enough. Button generator. Fine, I'll find something else. Well, I'll try something else. Alright, generator, I can come, Discord, fresh dog, game boat, green boat, fluffy boy. Me, Johnny, I didn't upgrade mine there as well, is it? But they're all one word story. So you can here visit the website, one word for much more. Tutorial troll, collaboration corner, traditional art challenges, photography corner, poetic flows, if you want reference materials, books and ebooks, job opportunities, community feedback. If you're an author, you can an author zone as well, and much more. If you want reviews. So this is our forum in here. So along on our website, you can come in here and shameless promotion, all the writer's list is all in here. Writing prompts are in here. If you want a short story, which I was doing, so if you do the about section here, this is a bot, invite this bot in there. You can make a story in here. So there's much more, I don't know about it, but that's our room. So we're growing bit by bit. So if you want to come and join us, you're more than welcome. Welcome everyone. Check out our directory. Last one that came was on the 8th of June. So if you want to join, definitely come in and say hi. Manage to solve if you want. In here, there's the rules and guidelines, directory of most of our channels in there. Yeah, and that's it. So if you want to come, move on. This is our. Oh, I didn't show it. I just posted this poem today. Should be there by now. The Dark Ages. A great read. You can read it on the website. Analysis, time and eternity, existence, observation, conclusion. That's a great poem on there. So if you want to check it out, I am gonna post it in here. Oh, it's 20 past. All right. So you can read the post if you're available. But yeah, so there's a lot more to do. And also, if you are on Goodreads, you can join our group here. 4 members, but we are growing. So if you want to join us on Goodreads, we are here. Let me see. I'll start from here. It's better, isn't it? If I go to my groups on Goodreads, Emerald Book Club. There are plenty you can join here, but if you want to join our group here, this is it. Don't worry about this. We have some discussion boards here. So if you go to the discussions, we do have our discussions. We should solve what are you reading this year, book recommendations, the events, the kind of reading, poetry, author zone, and we add some more. So far we have 4 members coming up, but that is us on Goodreads. So definitely check us out there if you want to join us on Goodreads. It's 20 past. I'm going to go and start reviewing the book now, isn't it? But check out our website, emeraldbookclub.org. Our resources, membership, if you want to join a newsletter, our mission, as our blogs. It's all in here. So we'll add some more about us. We're going to add a team. We have events. We're going to have books here. We're going to add book reviews as time goes on. So definitely come and join us. These are the books we're selling. So Mastering Finance, word search books, word search, journal. Journals are good. We move on to coloring books for adults as well. Journals, debt tracker journals, self-examination journal, the exactive journal for those who are into business. It's a 1-year journal for 365 days. So every week got plans, you got goals, you got debts, you got money. It's all in one journal here. Very efficient. If you're a gardener, you can buy a garden planning journal. Check it out on Amazon. It's under my name, by the way, Joshua Jehuda. Debt tracker. If you want something simple, I'm going to add some more there, but definitely welcome to our book club and you can read more of that. So that's our website. Nice and simple. We'll add on as time comes. These are our events when they load. So today is right now this meeting. Next one is July 31st on Wednesday. In August will be August 28th. September will be September 25th. October will be October 30th. November will be November 27th. And December as well. I'm going to add the weekly ones in here as well. So yeah, definitely. If you want to contact us, well, you know how to contact us, don't you? So that's it in a nutshell for our book club. Email, check us out on all our channels, and yeah, send me a message. Yeah. So I'm gonna move this down a bit. So I'm gonna review. I'm gonna go for the book by Chris Mace. So Chris Mace is a consultant psychotherapist to Coventry and Warwickshire NHS partnership. NHS stands for National Health Service in the UK. So he's a consultant psychotherapist in Coventry and Warwickshire NHS partnership plus an honorary senior lecturer in psychotherapy at the University of Warwick. He's currently chair of the Royal College of Psychiatrists Psychotherapy Faculty. So mindfulness and mental health. It's a big book. I'm going to follow it. You're going to get the book, you read the book, or find Google and read it. But he says being mindful can help people feel calmer and more fully alive. Mindfulness and mental health examines other effects it can also have and presents a significant new model of how mindful awareness may influence different forms of mental suffering. Yes, so being mindful can help you feel calmer and more fully alive. So the book examines the effects it can have and presents a significant new model of how mindful awareness may influence different forms of mental suffering. So if you look at mindfulness, understanding its origins, the science, mindful therapy, mindfulness and mental disorder, harnessing mindfulness, mental health and mindfulness. That is the key. It's important to be mindful. I'll skip the preface, you can read it for yourself. Introduction. It says mindfulness is the way of being aware. Mindfulness is just a way of being aware. It is receptive and not exclusive. Sensations, thoughts, or feelings are simply experienced for what they are. To be mindfully aware means, strangely, there can be an absence of mind. Even if thoughts are chattering away, they receive no more attention than anything else that has risen. As people's ordinary reactive ways of restricting their awareness diminish, a sense of the suchness of things emerges. At the same time, being mindful does not mean that the mind falls silent or expands or radiates universal love. These may happen in awareness, but they are not the process itself. So this is mindfulness. It starts by defining what mindfulness is right here on the page. Mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally. Mindfulness reminds us of what we are supposed to be doing. B, it sees things as they really are, and C, it sees the true nature of all phenomena. Mindfulness, A, reminds you of what we're supposed to be doing. B, it sees things as they really are, and C, it sees the true nature of all phenomena. That's by Gunaratana, 1992. In mindfulness, the meditator methodically faces the bare facts of his experience or her experience, seeing each event as though occurring for the first time. So you're playing it again, you're facing your bare facts, which is hard for some to do in his age. Some are trying to avoid the facts by going through other means, and so the fact remains there, and they don't want to face their demons or to face the bare facts. They want to sugarcoat it. And so they got mental health issues, most of them do, because they are playing a role of running away from the problems, not avoiding the facts, looking at the facts, letting the facts and saying, yes, I am ABC, I need to change, and no, it's not me, somebody else, or pointing fingers. So mindfulness is keeping one's consciousness alive to the present reality. For those who are trapped in past relationships, some are trapped in parents who are passed away, who are gone. Sometimes you're passing past traumas. People are here, but when you talk to them, it's like their mind is trapped in the past. People have met some of the clients who I deal with. What's the word again? It's playing over and together in the conscious mind. It's playing over again the same trauma or memory, which happened a long time ago and is past. Sometimes about my ex-partner or my job, which hurt me 20 years ago. I've got some feelings which have been hurt 7 years ago. I still feel some pains, but I don't let it run my day. We all have pains of being through, but the key is not to let them run your day. But those who let their traumas, their problems run their day every day, and it affects them in their work, in their business, in their relationship. So they can't do much because they know they can't function because of their trauma, but yet they avoid it. So mindfulness is awareness of present experience with acceptance. So you don't say, I am reading off somewhere. You can read all those over there. So mindfulness is you gotta be aware of the facts. Don't sugarcoat. Don't lie to yourself. You can lie to others, they believe you, but lying to yourself is no point, because you know exactly what you are, and you may think you fooled others, but it doesn't change the situation. Lying to others, cheating on others doesn't change your situation. Someone might believe you, but you end up paying the consequences for your own lies, for your own cheating. Nobody might find out. People are like, oh, nobody knows I stole, and nobody knows I did this, but your conscious does, because your conscious stores everything. So it bites you back. Your conscious stores it, and it affects you. It comes playing in your mind again. That's why people have to steal again. They have to kill again, because why? The mind is killing them. Is whatever act you do is stored in your mind. So even if it's done in secret or nobody knows, people go to steal at night and they go, oh, nobody can see us. Wear a mask, hide, or cheat on this side. If the act is recording you, it's becoming part of you. So you might fool others, but you're not fooling yourself. And guess what? You rise of it, you go to bed of it, you go out of it, it's you. You become the demon. And that's why sometimes people fail, because they do not want to realize that. But that is mindfulness, the origin and all that. I won't read the origin of that. You can read through or Google it, or to give it definitions. So it's about reminding us what we are supposed to be doing. It says things as they really are, and it says the true nature of all phenomena. Sometimes I get lost as well. I forgot, Josh, I'm supposed to be doing this. So things I haven't done for a few days, like, oh, I was a bit lazy, or I was being reluctant. But mindfulness tells me, hey, Josh, you're behind in this, I'm behind in this, I'm behind in this payment, I'm behind in this book, I'm behind in this process, I'm behind in this ABCD, so I need to catch up. So mindfulness helps me recognize what I'm supposed to be doing and seeing things as they really are. Don't sugarcoat. If you're hungry, you're hungry. If you're sad, you're sad. If you fail, you fail. If you're wrong, you are wrong. If you're winning, you're winning. If it's your time to win, your time to win. If you're celebrating, you're celebrating. It goes both ways. but being mindful is going to help you keep yourself calm, especially when you're faced with stress and problems. It's good for time, yeah. So normally they say it comes from Buddhism. So they attribute mindfulness to Buddhism because it's one of the religions or the cultures which practices mindfulness. So they attribute it to that. But if you go further than that, you can go back to the ancient times. But in the modern world, most mindfulness is open to the Orientals or East Asia because that's where it's prominent. But if you go back again and again, mindfulness is just being aware. It comes from the beginning of the world. The first human beings must have been aware of their mind, so they were mindful. Because it's been lost over the ages, now it's more preserved in the Oriental sides of Earth, so in East Asia. So that's where the Buddhists do it the best. Monks who meditate and be mindful live in the mountains of Nepal, India, so they practice a lot of that. But I think we all do it, not just as a religion, but we all are mindful of what we are doing, or what's our priorities. Yes, so everybody's mindful. People always try to give it to the Buddhists, take it as a religion or as a way of life. We don't, but we do it anyway. You don't have to be a religious person or a monk or a Buddhist to practice mindfulness. You have a mind, be aware of what you want to do. That's mindfulness in a simple form. So by attributing it to someone else, people think, oh no, it's Asian, no, it's African. No, it's not. It's a mind. We all have a mind. So once you have a mind, you can be mindful. Whenever you are looking at your phone or taking up your phone, you're being mindful. When you're eating, you're being mindful. When you're watching a movie, you're being mindful. Why? Because you're being aware of what you are doing. So we are all mindful. That's what I would say. People tend to think, oh, you got to be a guru. No, you got to be, no. Mindful is what you're mindful of in your own circumstance, in your own space. So everybody's mindful. Just they practice as a religion, but you don't. But you do it on your own. I repeat that. Mindful is your own religion. Everyone has their own religion because everyone has a way of life that they practice. So that is your religion. It doesn't have to be known. That is yours. So don't worry about people saying you don't have it. You have it. But the question is, what are you being mindful of? So what's the religion? So talk about the Buddhist psychology and all that Buddhism. I won't go through that. If you want to know more about Buddhism, you Google it, yeah? Google it. So this is the beginning of mindfulness. I'm going to skip the whole chapter so you can understand mindfulness is Buddhism, or Google it and find out. But I want to talk about the science. Science is more universal. I'm going to say I'm going to put it. So science is more universal. There's a quote here saying, not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. I will repeat, not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. Not everything that can be counted counts. Just because you can count your cars or your partners doesn't mean they are valuable. Not everything that counts can be counted. So if it's part of it doesn't mean you're going to count it. Things can be overlooked. So I'm going to read a bit about the brain changes over here, down here, all that. So the history of electrophysiological investigation of meditative states is a long but frankly disappointing one. The research has been scattered, methodologically inconsistent and poorly controlled. All right. Hope you can hear me from the cars, yeah? Hope you can. When reviewers comment on findings specific to mindfulness, they may be using the term idiosyncratically, relevant in a way that marks for reliable comparison between one study and another. Now, this is science, so it's going to use big words. A huge amount of electrophysiological research on meditation took place in the 1970s and 1980s because of the popularity and claims of transcendental meditation. So it began in the 70s and 80s when people were into the transcendental. You want to transcend? No, humans love that when they want to go to another dimension and transcend. Oh, so when you meditate, oh God, I go into my lunar state I left my body, and oh, it's amazing, isn't it? So meditation does that. So this is a mantra-based meditation that is usually accompanied by states of deep relaxation. Now this is quite a lot of science here, so it's not basic, so you gotta break it down by step-by-step studies. So I'm gonna skip it by talking about the electrophysiological research in meditation. That's a deep word. Electricity, physio, the body, the physics, electron, the physics together, put it together. So that is going to be there. So he's quoting some books and some studies in here, which I'm going to skip for now, about understanding the mindfulness and the science in here. If you want to read it, go there. Talks about the reports. There is the Freiburg Mindfulness Inventory. We have the TMS, the Toronto Mindfulness Scale. So all these are measures put around for mindfulness. It's big words, but I think the one that you put it off is just they are trying to give a name to what they are finding or to their way of studying. All of them are good, but everyone has their own way. I make mine. I'll call it the Joshua Jehuda Mindfulness Chart. I call it the JJM, Joshua Jehuda Mindfulness. So it's giving it a name. Doesn't mean it's something different. It's just a name for me to understand or to give myself some clarification. We got the FMI, we got the MAAS, we got the TMI. So sometimes people put up those big words, but no, it's just a way to concretize what you are learning, or just a method. So I would say the JMI, the Joshua Meditation Inquisition, So you can do the same for yourself. Put your name and then meditation at the end, meditation inquiry, the meditation formula. Except the JMF, the Joshua Meditation Formula, the JMF. I said the JMI, the Joshua Mindfulness Inventory. I said the JJP, Joshua Jehuda Principles. You get it? So you can create your own methods, your own inventory. Yes, using the power of your mind. There's one more, the FFMQ. Goodness me. So there's the KIMS, the CAMS, the MQ, the FMI, the FFMQ. So he's using a lot of words. I'm not abbreviations in there, so I'm going to skip those, but just to show you they are names of people around the world who use those kind of methods. So if it's in France, or if it's in Austria, or if it's in America, they have their own name. So it gives you that confidence. Well, it's ours, But it's the same thing, it's mindfulness. Don't forget. But it is there. So I'm going to make mine the JMI, the Joshua Meditation Inquiry or Inventory. The JQR, the Joshua Qualitative Research Team, JQRT. You get it? But these are big characters, so I'll skip this just so you understand it's just about the theory they're using. So I'm going to skip this for now. I'm going to come to this now. The simple form, the characteristics of mindfulness. Characteristics of mindfulness. So what makes an experience mindful? So mindfulness as inclusive awareness. Mindfulness as retaining assess specifically includes the body. So some more characteristics of mindfulness is a single-minded attention to what was present to the exclusion of anything else. A single-minded attention to what was present to the exclusion of anything else. An equanimity that accompanies this attention. And then a suspension of attempts to control the experience. And then 5, disidentification from thoughts. And 5, being able to rely on spontaneous actions in everyday life. It's a bit hard word, but in simple terms, it's about focusing on one thing at a time, a single-minded attention, focusing on one thing at a time. Don't multitask. One thing at a time and get it done. Equanimity is what accompanies that. What are you adding on to that single task over thought without multitasking on there? The suspension of attempts to control the experience. Don't try and control. Don't try and fight it. Don't try and move it. Let it happen. Let the thoughts come in and see what they do, how you feel, and then you act accordingly. And then this identification from the thoughts is try and let go and say it's not me. Don't try and let go and say, hey, that thought, I didn't do it, I wasn't there. It's part of you. And being able to rely on spontaneous actions is being able to be flexible, that anything happens, you're ready to change, to move, to talk, able to defend yourself, able to rise, to stand, to speak, to fight, to keep quiet. You gotta be ready to be spontaneous. Don't always plan things ahead. You gotta be ready. Sometimes in life, something happens now. You have to be ready to be spontaneous. Sometimes you gotta walk, you're gonna run, you're gonna catch the bus. Sometimes you're gonna drive. Sometimes you're gonna eat. Sometimes you're gonna walk. So many times you gotta think and change. You gotta change your mind. Don't just always be on one. You gotta be a bit flexible with that. It talks about reducing stress with mindfulness, progressive effects of mindfulness. They have big words in here. And we have the negative consequences of mindfulness. Also, in this page, the negative consequences of mindfulness. It says, in the final stage of the discussion, only then were comments about possible negative consequences of mindfulness practice invited. Goes again to the FMI, TMS, KIMS, CAMS, FMMQ, and probably the MAS. So I'm going to skip that for now to keep it simple for everyone. So talk about the psychological impact of mindfulness, the evidence from projective testing. So this is more about testing and yet no practice here. So that's the second chapter. Then talks about mindful therapy. So the book is Therapy, Theory, and Science. I'm going to read through a few of those in there for you to understand. You can pause the video then there. So I'm going to read one by Beyond, 1917. The capacity to forget, the ability to eschew desire and understanding must be regarded as essential discipline for the psychoanalyst. Failure to practice this discipline will lead to a steady deterioration in the powers of observation, whose maintenance is essential. The vigilant submission to such discipline will by degrees strengthen the analyst's mental powers, just in proportion as lapses in this discipline will debilitate them. Big words in here. So Bayon's concern was that the analyst does not squander his or her attention in the observation of phenomena. So this is about Bayon and Freud. So if you're not familiar with this, like, they come about as jargon, like what we're talking about. So these are people who who are therapists, and some are German, and they had tests, the FMI, the MMS, and the KIMS, the KAMS, and all that type. Yes. So in James 1927, the faculty of bringing back a wandering attention over and over again is the very root of judgment, character, and will. No one is compos sui if he have it or not. An education which should improve this faculty would be the education par excellence. This is old English, right? And I've read this for a long time. I will repeat. The faculty of bringing back a wandering attention over and over again is the very root of judgment, character, and will. No one is compos sui if he have it or not. An education which should improve this faculty would be the education par excellence. James 1927-95. The traditional aims and methods of mindfulness practice were introduced in Chapter 1. Its application to the whole field of mental health has depended on the use of mindfulness within psychological treatments used to alleviate mental suffering. Leave it at that because of time. So these are people who've talked about their work. So there is Horny, there is Bayon, there is Freud. I'm guessing all these are psychotherapists or therapists. There's Horny, I mentioned Freud, I mentioned Bayon. So there's Coulthard. There is the MBSR, the mindfulness-based stress reduction. So it's a word, just, you can make it up. I can say the JSR, Joshua Stress Reducing System. JSRS, the Joshua Stress Reduction System. I love this naming stuff. It's good, isn't it? But this is good. So it's giving you steps now. That's better. So steps that you can do it yourself. Yep. From reading from right here. Sample instructions for mindful breathing. Number 1, settle into a comfortable, balanced sitting position on a chair or floor on a quiet room. Number 2, keep the spine erect. Allow the eyes to close. Number 3, bring your awareness to the sensations of contact wherever your body is being supported. Gently explore how this really feels. Number 4, become aware of your body's movements during breathing at the chest and at the abdomen. Number 5, as the breath passes in and out of the body, bring your awareness to the changing sensations at the abdominal wall. Maintain this awareness throughout each breath and from one breath to the next. 6, allow the breath simply to breathe without trying to change or control it, just noticing the sensation that goes with every movement. Number 7, as soon as you notice your mind wandering, bring your awareness gently back to the movement of the abdomen. Number 8, abdomen, so carry on. Do this over and over again every time it is fine. Every time it is fine. It helps the awareness to grow. Number 8, be patient with yourself. Number 9, after 15 minutes or so, bring the awareness gently back to your whole body, sitting in the room. Number 10, open the eyes, be ready for whatever is next. So you get that? So get on a chair comfortably, keep your spine erect, allow the eyes to close, become aware of your body's movements during breathing at the chest, abdomen. Become aware of the breathing here and the abdomen. As the breath passes out in the body, bring awareness to the changing sensations at the abdominal wall. Then allow the breath to simply breathe. Don't try and control it. As soon as you notice your mind wandering somewhere else, bring it back slowly and nicely. Do it over and over again, and then wait for 15 minutes and see what happens next. That's a good way to help. If you want cognitive behavior therapies, there you are. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapies. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT. You got Christella and Hallett, you got Whitkiewicz, Carson et al., you got Linehan, Hayes, MBCT, and all that. Those are big names. I'm going to make the JMBCT, the Joshua Mindfulness-based Cognitive Therapy, because I can. So these are types of therapy. There's dialectical behavior therapy, and much more. So this is a book. There's ACT, Acceptance and Commitment Therapy. There's Mindfulness as a Group Intervention. Integrating mindfulness within psychotherapeutic practice. And much more. Do we got time? Yes, we do. So mindfulness, chapter 4, mindfulness and mental disorder. I'm going to skim through that, but just to see there. All man's miseries derive from being unable to sit quietly in a room alone. All man's miseries derive from being unable to sit quietly in a room alone. I agree, because if you can't do that, you want some noise. Nowadays people want everything on. You want the radio on, your phone is on, the laptop is on, the TV is on. You want news in the background. You want to be on Facebook. You want to hear the news. You want to speak to your partner. Everything is there. Nobody wants to be alone nowadays. They want things surrounding them. So that is very true. Talks about mood is intrusions, behaviors. Yeah. So mood is anxiety, depression, and anger. Intrusions, ruminations, hallucinations, memories. So ruminations, when you keep playing that memory again and again, it keeps repeating rumination. When you hallucinate, you think of something else and you think, oh, you're somewhere. Memories, they're all intertwined. Memories, because ruminations is playing a memory over again of trauma. Hallucinations, I think, is when you make up memory. I'm not too sure, when you're not there, you hallucinate, you think, oh, and you think you're gone, but you're still there. So memory is playing tricks on you. So your behaviors is bringing substance dependence. Binging is when you overboard on, especially a drink. Binging is mostly with drinks in the UK. When you binge drinking is when you drink a lot based on your mood, behaviors, and intuitions. Substance dependence, when you go on substance dependence on, the DRU and toxic substances to try and improve your mood. And so the problems, behavior is more, you got physical self-harm as well, and violence as well. So your mood, feel anxious, depression, anger, then you get ruminations playing on over again. You get hallucinations, you think of something still there, and then suddenly you start binging. I must go drink and drink and drink, or you must go and take a substance. And then this causes negative attitudes or physical self-harm or violence. And the problems of this is that you get negative attitudes towards others and lack of empathy. You get negative attitudes because of your bad behavior, ruminations, your anxiety, your binging, and you lack empathy. And so it affects your self-consciousness and poor self-esteem and self-hatred. Oh, this is perfect. Am I making this up? No. So, mood, anxiety, depression, anger, intrusions, ruminations, hallucinations, memories, behaviors, binging, substance dependence, physical self-harm, violence, and problems of relating, negative attitudes to others, lack of empathy, problems of self-consciousness, poor self-esteem, and self-hatred. Boy, I've met people with self-hatred and poor self-esteem. Those are the worst people to deal with. They're tough and they really lack empathy on others, and they are challenging. I won't say they're bad, tough, they're challenging. So these are individuals who are causing a lot of harm in society. The self-haters, the loss of esteem, the ones who go out to take from others, who go out to lack empathy, insensitive. These are the characters we're dealing with in society, who are really is belittling society, bringing down, not those who are committing crime, not even those who are violent. They're less, but those who have low self-esteem and self-hatred are the ones who go out to hate others, and they go out determined. But that's good. So anxiety, depression, anger, ruminations, hallucinations, much more, memories, physical self-harm, violence, lack of empathy, negative attitudes to others, and much more. It's a lot. We have anxiety disorders, we have depression, we have anger and emotional regulation, substance misuse, we got suicidal behavior, intrusions, what's that? The hallucinations and delusions. The people diagnosed with psychotic illnesses frequently suffer from mental intrusions in the form of hallucinations. So these are fully formed sensory experiences that do not correspond with other people's perceptions of external events. And delusions, recurrent thoughts that are bizarre or irrational, but which the person is inclined to believe. I'll clear it there. We got trauma. So trauma is commonly associated with intrusive experiences in the form of extremely vivid memories, which appear suddenly while waking or asleep, and which fail to change from appearance to appearance. Other common subsequent effects of trauma include phobic anxiety, amnesia, emotional and body numbing, and high states of arousal associated with a vigilant attention in which the horizon is being continually scanned for signs of further danger. That's a trauma people are going through. Shall we finish now? We got relationships. Destructive relationships have been a traditional focus of psychotherapeutic work also in the context of other difficulties such as mood disorders. We've got to solve, and much more. So I'm going to talk about techniques for experiencing mindfulness here. We've got formal practices, movement meditation, and informal practices. We've got sitting meditations, we've got movement meditations, group exchange, we've got mindful activity, we've got structured exercises, and contemplations. You can pause the video and watch it there if you are interested. So what are some of the things he gives? So you can go through the book and read it on there. I'm going to finish it now. But yeah, in here, so these different programs he gives in the book. You've got the Monash model, the Flow and Mental Health, you've got the American model, the Fruits of Mindfulness, a Paradox, and much more. So number 6 is mental health and mindfulness. There's the flow and mental health. It's when you recognize that you are happy and you flow in the flow state and it's keeping going on. That is important. We've got Cloninger's model of health and well-being. This was going to be Joshua's model of health. There's self-direction, there's comparativeness, and there's self-transcendence. Just to see, I'm not making it up. They're over here. Here. You can pause and see. Is it clear? Yeah, there you go. So there's a lot in here, which I'm going to skip, but you can read through and you can talk about his health, self-knowledge, and everything else. So yeah, that is the book. Not straightforward. It's quite about science, models, therapy, theory, and science. So it's not for the beginners. So being mindful can help people feel calmer and more fully alive. Mindfulness and mental health examines our effects. The book assesses current understandings of what mindfulness is, what it leads to, and how and when it can help. It looks at the roots and significance of mindfulness in Buddhist psychology and at the strengths and limitations of recent scientific investigations. A survey of relationships between mindfulness practice and established forms of psychotherapy introduces evaluations of recent clinical work where mindfulness has been used with a wide range of psychological disorders, as well as considering current mindfulness-based therapies. Future directions for the development of new techniques, their selection, how they are used, and implications for professional training are discussed. Finally, mindfulness. Future contribution to positive mental health is examined with reference to vulnerability to illness, adaptation, and the flourishing of hidden capabilities. It's a big book. It has lots of vocabulary I need to learn in here. The MGT, the BGT, the KAMS, the KAMS, the Joshua J extradition. Beautiful. So all these are methods or models people have created to help with mindfulness. Mindfulness and mental health. Therapy, theory, and science. Buy the book by Chris Mace. Let us see if it's on Goodreads. Have I read the book? I think I have, haven't I? Let me see. Mindfulness and mental health. Yikes. There we are. So that's the book by Chris Mace. So I've read the book. Let me see if I've read it. Yeah, have I read the book? Yes, I have read it. So I'm behind in my reading. I'm supposed to 14 books. I've read the book. So my review, it's a great book, phenomenal book. This book contains a wealth of information on mindfulness therapies, therapies and models conducted across the world and through the years, for the millennial times. So I was going to say, it's a book contains a wealth of information on mindfulness therapies and models conducted I'll say, and implemented, I'll say, around the world, right? Around the world and through the millennial times. It's a great book. Yes, it's great. I'm putting on this then, so that's what I'm going to put in there. Doesn't give you much weight. Talks about more of the theories, not much about how you can perform it. Yes. So set to today. That's done. Am I a robot? I don't think so. I'll post my blog. Oops, was that quick enough? I know, sorry. Oh, I was slow. I was too eager, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm not a robot, guys. Hey, good news. I'm not a robot. So that's done. That's my 2 books done today. That 5 books read, yay! 13 books behind schedule. Right. Need to be mindful of what I am missing. But all in all, so thank you guys for tuning in. It's getting dark now, isn't it? But that's the beauty of having book club outside. I need to wait for, hey, gotta close the room, gotta leave the room now. That's the beauty of the outdoors. You gotta have to go until the sun sets. If you're in the room, you're gonna wait, then you gotta end, you book the room for this amount of time. I think I get more freedom outside. So next Wednesday, if the sun is good, well, let's say it in the UK, we're gonna have 5 days of sunshine. So if it's good like today, I'll be out here again Wednesday, 1 p.m. GMT time, at 3 p.m. East European time. If you want to come join me and come live with me. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. So that is the book. For those who are asking, that is the book. So you are more than welcome to join. Don't forget, yeah, that is the book. If you want to buy it, if you think you like it, definitely come round and you can join it. So thank you for tuning in for today's end of month book club meeting. People ask Josh, yes, I'm always alone because people are busy at work. If they come, but I can review my books online. Sometimes people used to come, but they're tired. They come from work and they were tired. I had my assistant who used to come and join me at the time and vote and comment, but she's busy now. People are working, but the mission must move on. But it's good. I don't think it has to be people in a group to always do book club. People say, oh no, nobody, I can't come because nobody's there. But well, it's up to you, but I like it. If you want to come. We can choose a book, we review it together. If you have a book or suggestion, definitely come and let me know. But we'll be reviewing more books for prominent authors now, so definitely you should look forward to that. So have a great Wednesday wherever you are. It's me, Dan. Book Club Dan. Just see you next Wednesday at 1 p.m. And the date for that will be July the 3rd, 1 p.m. GMT time. as next week Wednesday. Have a great time. We're in the middle of the week. Have a great end of the week if I don't see you again. And take care. Remember, be mindful. Yes, be mindful. In summary, where is it again? Mindfulness is A, reminds us of what we are supposed to be doing. B, it sees things as they really are. And C, it sees the true nature of all phenomena. What you should be doing, how things are, and the true nature of phenomena. Peace out. Take care. I am gone.